Chris?
Yeah?
I don't think I dirtied my sign. What are you talking about?
Somebody did it. You did talk banana. I asked you.
Okay, Lorenzo, give the Lorenzo, give the sleeping arrangements for tonight on camera.
Come on, Jerry.
Come on.
It's too late.
Okay, you do it, Dominic.
What?
Tell the sleeping arrangements tonight on
Sleeping
camera.
arrangement?
Yeah.
Well, we go by seniority, I told you. The seniority. Senior guy has first choice. Second senior guy has a second choice. Third senior guy has the third choice. And the last guy has the last choice. So, the senior guy pick and choose.
Oh, okay. And is this, what are you fixing here?
I put a swallow to, then I can lie down. You never know what's going on in this Chesterfield.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Okay.
So, are you going to be comfortable on this couch?
It's the company that I be comfortable, not the couch.
Well, I thought you were going to say because I'm a soldier, and I just.
That's what I say. It's the company keep it happy. Not the.
So you're willing to rough it if you have to.
Yes.
Like even if we had to sleep outside, we would
Outside,
even
no,
on,
I don't put that way.
all for the cause.
All for the cause.
Shorty, he's with Reg Green in that room. So Dominic's on this bed over here. That bed over there, it's Chris and I on that bed over there. And outside is Highway 40. And across the room here is 707. And that's where the khatibs are. That's the Muslim room, and this is the Christian room. And we're working together on humanity and a common cause to promote organ and tissue donations, right, Dom?
Yes.
Muslims, Jews, Christians, all together, right?
Yeah.
Together we can.
Together we win.
So that's good. We're all here and. Sorry. Come, Dom.
L'unità fa la forza.
Okay, Dom. Say a few more words because you.
Noi siamo soldati, tu ci chiami. You call us soldier. And you taught us to marciare, combattere e vincere, diceva una volta un grande uomo. Marciare, combattere e vincere. Ricordati, Marcello.
Bravo, Dominic. Dominic, he's got some heavy, like lines or you know what I mean?
Where did it go?
Very.
Oh, it's in the washroom.
It keeps the troops motivated, you know.
Lorenzo.
Yes.
Dove sei?
Wait.
Ma tu, did you hear what Marcello said? You don't pay attention, do you?
You should have been listening. This was too good. Lucky I got it on camera.
He doesn't learn.
I heard you say, I think I did pay attention on that one.
But what's the meaning? You gonna what do you hear that you don't understand the meaning? What's
saying
it?
You need to persevere. Right?
Marciare,
Yes.
combattere
Yeah.
e vincere.
Oh, that's Mussolini said that.
Un grande uomo ho detto, non ho detto names. Un grande uomo l'ho detto.
Oh, okay. A grande uomo. Well, for some people, I guess it was.
To Mr. Green, to march,
Yes, yes.
to combat,
And to win.
fight, and to win.
Yes, yes. Where did that come from?
No sapang.
Well, what's that? If you're gonna march,
Give me the cushion. Give me your cushion.
Rossi,
Bandiera rossa alla riscossa. Bandiera rossa alla riscossa, noi batteremo i pesci cani. Bandiera rossa che trionferà, e viva il comunista della libertà.
No, you skipped a verse.
Eh?
Bandiera rossa che trionferà. Viva la Mussolini, la Crom... No, Viva la Comunismo and...
Hey.
Viva la Comunismo and la Libertà.
This is priceless.
Not that I agree with that.
Yeah.
Sentiment.
This is priceless.
It's, it's beautiful.
Wow! Can't believe I caught that.
What?
707, the Muslims. This is the Christians. We're all doing this in union
George
together.
Taking
Together.
his subversive
Christ.
shots.
Yes.
Yeah. Dangerous fellow, that George.
Did- Yes.
Yes.
This film, ladies and gentlemen, will one day become a world acclaimed film. It will turn from a farce to reality. And from reality, we shall change the world. Because only the crazy people can change the world. Right, Lorenzo?
Yes, George.
Only
That's
the
true.
crazy people. Crazy people, done.
No, I don't believe crazy people should have respect for. Good, I made Chris laugh. Good, Chris laugh. That's nice.
You always do.
That's good. I like that.
If I would have known you were handing out some
I'll tell you a
shots,
joke.
I would have took one for you.
I'll tell you guys a joke now.
Uh-oh.
Lorenzo, come over here. You wanna hear what you're doing? You look like my mother-in-law.
Come sit.
Come and sit and talk and listen to this.
To listen to a joke, he has to have his pajamas on.
You're like my mother.
Mr. Green,
What? She's
All right,
ugly.
I'm going.
it was.
He's got a joke.
Okay.
Here, hold this, Chris. I gotta
Yeah.
put my,
What? She's ugly like.
I gotta put my stuff.
Marcello, you wanna listen to this joke?
I'm listening
Forget
to
about
this
your
joke.
10 minutes.
I'm listening.
Because you talk before and everybody laugh. I'm making you laugh more. It was this guy driving his car.
Driving a car.
And he got a flat tire right in front of Queen Street Hospital. Queen and
The
Hospital.
mental hospital?
The mental hospital.
Right.
And it was raining too. I come out as in the flat tire. So I took the spare tire with the wrench and I started to change the tire. And this sick guy was sitting there watching him on the wall. He was sitting on the wall and watching him. So I removed the flat tire and put the spare tire. While I was touching when I moved the tire, all the nut they fall down in the drain. It was a drain, it was raining.
Right.
And no nut to screw the tire.
Right.
And he tried to put his hands there and he started sweating. And the crazy guy was on the wall. He was laughing his head off. You know, the poor guy was lost.
Yes.
He tried to get the hangers to take the nuts from the drain. Nothing. And the crazy guy still laughing. Said, what the fuck are you laughing for, you crazy bastard? I keep laughing. Said, Said, you want to change it? You want to put the screw on your tire? Remove one nuts on each tire. You got 3 nuts, and you put it on your tire. So I thought you crazy. Yes, I'm crazy, but not stupid.
Yes.
That's
a good one.
Tip me.
I'm taping the whole joke. That's a good one. Oh, perfect.
Clean up the tape.
Yeah, I'll just blow it out.
No problem, just come to Vancouver.
Yes.
get on That's it. Yes, she's receiving it on behalf of Montreal.
Absolutely. The city of Montreal welcomes you and thanks you for your initiative.
We've been sending people to there all the way across.
You'll have to bring it out to put it out, or get an empty cup, find one in a garbage can or something.
I'll vote out.
So,
I'll take care of it.
go to the stop at this time.
Oh, sorry. This is ridiculous.
Rahim, did you call me this morning? June spoke to you.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, shit. What's wrong with that?
J'espère que la flamme.
Okay, we can get the torch now to put it out. We'll bring those inside. Thank you. Chris, I'll take the cameras. And then you find a thing to put it on and bring it in after.
I got this.
Okay. There's at the corner. It looks like there's something over there.
He's
Chris.
got his own cup.
Oh, you got your own cup? Okay, good.
There's one right there.
That's mine.
The second one. The second.
Oh, I got a second one. Chris actually is right. Okay.
Should I take these?
Yeah, take them in.
You need a hand on this.
Okay, it's on. It's recording you.
George, point out movies.
Ils font le tournée du Canada, du monde, pour passer ce message des sports est pour moi exemplaire et c'est très généreux de leur part. Et c'est ça le message des sports qu'on veut passer en Montréalais pour qu'on peut les encourager de signer à la renverse de leur carte d'assurance maladie pour que eux autres, si jamais il y a un accident, si jamais ils décèdent, leurs organes qui sont en bon état peuvent être donnés pour offrir la vie à quelqu'un d'autre qui l'a besoin. Alors, I just mentioned what you are doing in French for our French media. I believe, once again, your generosity is an incredible act of human kindness. And I thank you. I thank you. This is the smallest things that we can do, you know, as city officials, to help pass on the message. And we hope that the media will cooperate with this message.
Well, you thanked us for coming to Montreal, but of course we could not have come through Canada without coming here. We know its reputation for multiculturalism, and of course this is what this story is all about. My son was shot in an attempted robbery in 1994. He was 7 years old. And at that moment, there was no good in that situation. I remember thinking at the time, how am I going to get through the rest of my life without him? But my wife said, shouldn't we donate the organs? And suddenly, there was a ray of hope. We saw that something good could indeed come out of it. What we didn't know was how much good could come out. There were 7 recipients, 4 of them teenagers. 2 of these people were going blind. The other 5 were very close to death. 17 years later, we've lost touch with a couple of them, but the other 5 we know are in good health and good spirits. And yet, without the transplant, I mean, they would have been basket cases or dead a long time ago. One of them, I always think of, who got the liver, was dying the very night that all this happened. Her family had gathered at the hospital to say goodbye. She got the Nicholas's liver, bounced back to health, got married, and within the requisite time, had a baby, whom they called Nicholas.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
The legacy continues.
In Italy alone, organ donation rates have quadrupled. No other country in the world has come close to that. So it means that literally thousands of people are alive, many of them children who are dying. And as you say, I mean, that does continue the legacy for a long time. But more than that, somehow it brought the whole of Italy together, and then the rest of the world. We still get emails from people around the world who say this story is still affecting the decisions that I make. And so that sense that hope could come out of the bleakest situation is the thing that to us is the most consoling part of it.
The first day of the Fitr Eid at the Ramadan.
كان صوت مباشر بالرأس من الأطفال.
Injury to the head and abdomen.
طلع على مستشفى إسرائيلي في مدينة حيفا.
He was transferred to the Israeli hospital in the city of Haifa.
هناك عمل الأطباء
Doctors over there pronounced him dead.
قدم لي
Organs.
طبعا قررت أنا حكيت إنه مش عندي أي مشكلة.
He definitely did not hesitate and he welcomed the idea.
خاصة إن أنا فقدت لإلي أكثر من سنة كان بيعاني من مشاكل قبل 20 سنة.
Especially because he lost an older brother 20 years before who was suffering from something that might have been helped by his son.
استشارة زوجتي والمفتي رجل الدين المهم.
After consulting with his spouse and with a religious clerk,
تم نقل أعضاء أحمد 7 أشخاص وقريب.
his body organs was used by 7 Israeli citizens.
رسالة للإسرائيليين.
His motive for doing such a thing was to send a message to the Israeli people.
أنا كفلسطيني عشت شر وسمعنا مشتكل في قبل الاحتلال الإسرائيلي.
As a Palestinian person who lived a very hard life by the Israeli occupation,
نحن هربنا الحياة على أطفالكم وانتصرت الموت لأحمد.
that we chose to give life to your kids and to your citizens on the contrary of what their intentions were towards his people.
رسالة للإسرائيليين إنهم نحق أطفال فلسطين إنهم يعيشوا حياة كريمة وآمنة وبسلام.
His message to the Israelis is that Palestinian kids have the right to live a dignified and peaceful life like every human being in the whole world,
كذلك شعوب العالم.
as everybody in all nations as well.
وإن القتل والدمار مش راح يجيب فائدة للشعبين وبالتالي راح يسقط المئات من الضحايا من طرف فلسطين وإسرائيل.
That fighting will not bring any good out of it to neither side, and only tragedies can come out of this.
الرسالة الثانية اللي هي موضوع الغرق الأرض.
بسيطة خاصة لما انت تحول المأساة إلى شيء كويس. أشكرك كثير. We've been singeing people's hair all the way across Canada.
Chris, you'll have to bring it out to put it out, or get an empty cup, find one in a garbage can or something. So, we're gonna put it out before we enter. We can go to the top of the steps.
Okay.
You want them behind? The two donor dads.
Mary,
Yeah, hold 1 second.
Mary, reste ici au centre, on va prendre une photo immédiatement. Mais là, les visages vers là. On va, I take the picture now.
This way?
Yeah, wait.
Okay. Well, yep, yeah, that's good.
Le bas. J'espère que la flamme. Bon.
Okay, we can get the torch now to put it out. Here, Joel, we'll bring those inside. Thank you. Chris, I'll take the cameras. And then you find a thing to put it on and bring it in after.
I got this.
Okay. There's, at the corner, it looks like there's something over there, Chris.
He's got his own cup.
Oh, you got your own cup? Okay, good. That's mine. Oh, I got a second one. Chris, actually, he's right. Okay.
Should I take these in?
Yeah, take him in.
You need a hand, I'll take one. Is it shooter? I can...
It's on. It's recording.
Just point out where we're supposed to go.
with you?
Merci beaucoup. Bienvenue à l'Hôtel de Ville de Montréal. Vous êtes reçu ce matin par Madame Mary DeRose et les membres du comité exécutif responsable des communautés diverses. Et les membres du comité exécutif, et c'est elle qui vous reçoit ce matin. On est content de vous recevoir ici, à l'Hôtel de Ville, et je cède la parole à Madame DeRose.
Merci. Welcome to City Hall. As Yvette had mentioned, I'm a city executive, an elected member, and I represent at City Hall the cultural communities and youth. And I'm extremely proud to meet you. Your role in life is incredible. You, through your efforts, are saving lives. You took tragedy and you turned it to a very positive by giving life to others. And not everybody would do that. And the fact that you are taking your message, hope, throughout the world, I think is very, very commendable. I congratulate you and thank you for having made Montreal a stop throughout your touring across Canada. Your message of hope should be shared, and I hope the media will be able to pass that message along, giving others hope and life through tragic means. You're very welcome.
Shall I? Is this the time for us to say?
Absolutely. This is not any formality. Would you like to sit down?
You want to sit down?
If you wish.
Absolutely. Please have a seat. And here. Actually, why don't you put up your cut the subject? There we go. Wonderful. You can put the other one away if you have to.
What about
Sorry.
Ishmael? Oh, there it is.
Pour le média français, ce que j'aimerais souligner l'importance de cette voyage que ces deux hommes ont organisé. L'effet qu'ils ont pris une tragédie et ils l'ont tourné à un positif. Ils ont perdu leurs enfants et au lieu d'être fâchés, ils ont pris cette mort et ils ont donné les organes de leurs enfants pour que d'autres enfants puissent vivre. Et ce message de générosité qui est présentement en tour, ils font la tournée du Canada, du monde, pour passer ce message d'espoir, et pour moi exemplaire, et c'est très généreux de leur part. Et c'est ça le message d'espoir qu'on veut passer aux Montréalais, pour qu'on puisse les encourager de signer à leur renverse de leur carte d'assurance maladie, pour que eux autres, si jamais il y a un accident, si jamais ils décèdent, leurs organes sont en bon état, peuvent être donnés pour offrir la vie à quelqu'un d'autre qui l'a besoin. Alors, I just mentioned what you are doing in French for our French media. I believe, once again, your generosity is an incredible act of human kindness. And I thank you. I thank you. This is the smallest things that we can do, you know, as city officials, to help pass on the message. And we hope that the media will cooperate with this message.
Well, you thanked us for coming to Montreal, but of course we could not have come through Canada without coming here. We know his reputation for multiculturalism, and of course this is what this story is all about. My son was shot in an attempted robbery in 1994. He was 7 years old. And at that moment, looking at the time, how am I going to get through the rest of my life without him? But my wife said, shouldn't we donate the organs? And suddenly, there was a miracle. We saw that something good could indeed come out of it. What we didn't know was how much good could come out. There were 7 recipients, 4 of them teenagers. 2 of these people were going blind. The other 5 were very close to death. 17 years later, we've lost touch with a couple of them, but the other 5 we know are in good health and good spirits. And yet, without the transplant, I mean, they would have been basket cases or dead a long time ago. One of them, I always think of, who got the liver, was dying the very night that all this happened. Her family had gathered at the hospital to say goodbye. She got the Nicholas's liver, bounced back to health, got married, and within the requisite time had a baby, who they called Nicholas.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
The legacy continues.
In Italy alone, organ donation rates have quadrupled. No other country in the world has come close to that. So it means that literally thousands of people are alive, many of them children who would have died. And as you say, I mean, that does continue the legacy for a long time. And more than that, somehow it brought the whole of Italy together, and then the rest of the world. We still get emails from people around the world who say this story is still affecting the decisions that I made.
Absolutely.
And so that sense that hope could come out of the bleakest situation is the thing that to us is the most consoling part of it all. And I think that Ishmael's story it's exactly the same. Thank you.
Now, on the other hand, Ishmael, what you have done, your son was killed by a soldier. How old was your son?
أحمد كان عمره 11 سنة.
11 years old.
11.
قتل على يد جندي إسرائيلي.
Like you mentioned, he was killed in the hands of an Israeli soldier.
بأول أيام عيد الفطر عيد
The
رمضان.
first day of the Fitr Eid after Ramadan.
كان إصابة مباشرة في الرأس والبطن.
It was an injury to the head and the abdomen.
نقلوا على مستشفى إسرائيلي في مدينة حيفا.
He was transferred to an Israeli hospital in the city of Haifa.
هناك أعلن الأطباء عن وفاة الموت سريع.
That's when doctors over there pronounced him dead.
قدم إلي طبيب من المستشفى وطلب إذا أحب إني أطلع على الأعضاء.
He was approached by a doctor at the hospital and asked him if he would consider donating his organs.
طبعا بعد حكيت إنه مش عندي أي مشكلة.
He definitely did not hesitate and he welcomed the idea.
خاصة إن أنا فقدت لإلي أكثر من سنة كان بيعاني من مشاكل قبل 20 سنة.
Especially because he lost an older brother 20 years before who was suffering from something that might have been helped by such.
بعد استشارة زوجتي ومفتي رجل الدين هنا.
After consulting with his spouse and with a religious clerk,
كانوا نقل أعضاء أحمد 7 أشخاص إسرائيليين.
his body organs was used by 7 Israeli citizens.
هدف من التبرع كان هي رسالة للإسرائيليين.
His motive for doing such a thing was to send a message to the Israeli people.
أنا كفلسطيني عاش تشرد وصرنا قتل من قبل الاحتلال الإسرائيلي.
As a Palestinian person who lived a very hard life by the Israeli occupation,
إنه إحنا وهبنا الحياة على أطفالكم وأنتم اخترتوا الموت لأحمد.
that we chose to give life to your kids and to your citizens, on the contrary of what their intentions were towards his people.
رسالة الإسرائيليين إنه من حق أطفال فلسطين إنهم يعيشوا حياة كريمة وآمنة وبسلام.
His message to the Israelis is that Palestinian kids have the right to live a dignified and peaceful life like every human being in the whole world,
كباقي شعوب العالم.
as everybody in all nations as well.
وإنه القتل والدمار مش راح يجيب فائدة للشعبين وبالتالي راح يسقط المئات من الضحايا من الطرف من الفلسطيني والإسرائيلي.
That fighting will not bring any good out of it to neither side, and only tragedies can come out of this.
الرسالة الثانية اللي هي موضوع التبرع في الأعضاء وأهمية التبرع خاصة في مجال تقدم الطب في العصر الجديد.
The other message that he would like to pass on, which is even more important, is the importance of organ donation around the world, especially with the advancement in medical technologies that enable everybody to benefit from such a humanitarian cause.
رسالة للشعب الكندي لكل الناس اللي بيشوفونا ويسمعوا عن ستيب باي ستيب إنه يبادروا ويسجلوا في هذه المؤسسة أو في المؤسسات اللي لها علاقة بالتبرع بالأعضاء.
My message to the Canadian people and every good human being is to participate in such process similar to the Life of Torch and Step by Step, and sign their donor cards.
حياة إنسان ميت ممكن تنقذ حياة كثير من الأرواح من حاجة الأعضاء.
One dead soul can preserve the lives of many, many people.
شكرا لكم على استقبالكم لنا وشكرا للشعب الكندي والحكومة الكندية بدعمها ومساندتنا كشعب فلسطيني للقضية الفلسطينية.
Thank you so much for the government of Montreal and the Canadian people and Canadian government for all the support that they always give to people around the world and to the Palestinian people as well.
عاملين حلول السلام للشعب الفلسطيني والإسرائيلي.
And we hope that peace will prevail on both sides of the Palestinian and the Israeli people as well.
The world around this planet, everybody is hoping for the same. We want to have peace, and every human being has that right to life. What you have done with your generosity at Eid is highly preached, that during Ramadan you abstain, that you are generous, and you took a very sad tragedy at that moment of celebration, and instead of having it turn into a worse tragedy by retaliating it, you took it and you gave life to other human beings with your generosity, which is what Allah would have wanted of you. And I congratulate you.
May I point my point, please? I'll speak in Arabic. شكرا للي انت عملته، ده شيء جميل جدا. What I'm saying, thank you for what you did. This is something very good. And if you care about the world, Quebec here is a word على الدنيا. Quebec هنا بلد ممتازة في حاجة. Quebec is doing something very good. This is our Medicare. And like giving an example, I signed for all my organs and all my children who are doctors and my wife and everybody, like بنكتب على ده تبرع بكل الحاجات بتاعتنا. So you visited the right place here. This is Quebec. And I wish everybody would think like you. أتمنى إن كل الناس يفكروا زيك تمام. لأنه الطريقة اللي أنت اتكلمت بيها شيء جميل وعجبني وأنا مبسوط منه. I'm very happy with what you said. I'm very proud. I'm wishing the peace in that area where you came from. Because we need that peace all over the world. The peace is needed all over the world. So thank you. God bless you. ربنا يبارك.
Merci, Georges. I'd like to invite you to sign our book of our archives. This is called the Golden Book. And
okay. I begin the signature? Okay. I invite you, Mrs. Mr. Ray, please come for the sign the guest book. It's very important for Montreal person here. I prefer your page. Sit down, please. If you like,
مطلوب من الطرفين يعقدوا ولا الطرفين مجانين؟
صحيح.
الطرفين مجانين. لا دول عاوزين سلام ولا دول عاوزين. الواحد بيحاول ان شاء الله.
When you write, you can write in you have many people who pass by, and they write in Japanese, in Chinese, in all languages.
Madame Darros, notre épingle.
This is the logo of the city, and in the past it used to be a gold one. Now we make it red because the city has been recognized as a city of design by UNESCO. And this is our design pin. The story of our pins are inside, so that is a little souvenir for you. And this is also a bookmark. It's done by an artist. This is it's a bookmark that we often, the city, buys to encourage our artists. And they keep the bookmarks signed in the back by the artists. This is one way that we encourage our local artists by buying their arts and donating them to visitors such as yourselves.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Comment on dit ça fonctionne?
Yes, yes, I understand that. Yes, I do you have special responsibility for this?
En anglais? Something, okay.
This book, it's in our archives. 10 to 15 years, they will choose this date, November 4th, 2011, as soon as they look on this page and see the last
And you need the United States.
they'll be able to see On va faire une photo.
Pour la photo, juste
Okay, what you did. I'll explain. At the beginning, it's just going to be the two of us. After, in the picture. Sir? Just explain to him that this is the logo of the city. Okay. And this is designed in because the city of Montreal is not known as city designed by UNESCO.
Madame.
And this is a bookmark. This is a bookmark. It's done by an artist, a local artist.
Mary, the translator is here.
And the city of Montreal is usually we buy products from artists, local artists, and we donate them.
Y el traductor amarillo. Alors, Monsieur Green, come here. I take the picture.
The final picture. Mr. Marcello. Libertad. Mr. Marcello aussi doit aller pour la photo officielle. Mr. Marcello. No. Yes, I can.
Sure. Okay, we have all the religions. I like that.
George, I want me on your picture.
I have it already.
Thank you.
Marcello, I'd like to also sign this book, please, because you are also part of this tour.
Madame
Oui.
les chats en arabe et en anglais. Sont à l'intérieur.
This is, the city of Montreal has a charter of rights and responsibilities where we say that all citizens are equal. And here you have a copy of the charter that we translated into Arabic and also into English. Now, if you don't need the copy of the Arabic one, perhaps you can give him two. And est-ce que nous avons une copie à
You like the water? Water coffee? Water?
Yes. other children?
Yes.
How many?
Donc, c'est la chatte.
Est-ce qu'on peut avoir une autre copie juste en anglais pour Marcello? Oui, s'il vous plaît. That's wonderful. Where in Canada? Montreal?
When did you just
All I would say is to see two violent tragedies result in positive where two lives have been snuffed out and they've saved, in your case, 7. So 5, and in Mr. Green's situation, children of all other people also were given a second chance of life. I think that is wonderful. Wonderful human gesture, generosity. Yes. The mayor will write to him a letter. He couldn't be here this morning. But I am privileged to be here to meet you. This is for you, Marcello. We have a charter of rights, and we've translated into several languages, of which the Arabic version I've given to I said
تمام؟ في طلبك يا رجل. بس
أنا بخير.
Good.
The beginnings. The other day I learned something new.
There are coffee and water.
This is you,
No, this is George.
Who's that? The song.
Good question.
Videotaping everyone's food, what they got.